Welcome, family.
Aiming the bow of this journey, arrow of truth, find a way. Climb to the tallest branches, sweet are the fruits there lay. In the darkness, can always light a candle, and in the nighttime, ignite a flame in there.
Woo!
All our blessings, each one that come here to greet you. Hey,
You're the fire carrier.
Truth is the light that you bear.
Fire carrier.
Truth is the light that you bear.
Here we are, family.
So fire carrier,
Burn once again.
Come and bring your flame. Fire dancer, turn once again.
Turn once again and again and again now.
Light bearer, burn once again. A fire now reclaim. Torch carrier, burn once again. Light up the night.
We are burning one flame. Hello, family. This is our beautiful brother Mari Kyle opening our live stream today with the fire carrier.
All our beacons, we beckon together in one.
Fire burn again. Ignite the light of the sun. We need some music. We need to have some fun. We need to open up our hearts. We need to feel the love. We need to connect. We need to have fun. We need brothers like Mari and Kyle to sing in our ears. Woo! I'm so happy to be with you, family. It's my favorite part of the week. Hello, Chloe. Hello, Jesse. Shalom, Mima. Shavua Tov. Hello, Don. Hello, Dee. Hello, Dana. Shalom, Dover Sano from Israel. Beautiful brother. Hello, Simone. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Chrisfield. Beautiful brother. And Juliet. Hello, Tara Sparkle. Hello, Claire. Oh, what a beautiful sunny day we had today. Perfect for this Leo energy that we're going to talk about a lot today. Hello, Lynn. Welcome, and Tabitha. Hello, Deborah. Come on, people, show me your names. Devin Lucas. Hello, Charlita. Oh, the family is coming together. Oh, beautiful. Hello, Ron King. One more time of Marika. Woo!
Fire carrier, burn once again. Come and bring your
Hello, Chloe and Adrian.
fire dancer, turn once again.
Hello, Giddy from Brisbane. Hello, Michelle. 1st of August. Here we go.
Torch carrier, burn once again.
Hello, Robert, brother. Beautiful brother Robert, I love you. So good to feel the Australian family and the family from Israel gathering all around. Awesome. Music, fun, Mansi, Jody. Hello, beautiful family. Come on. So nice to have all your names. I hope that you are getting me in a good quality today. I worked on some tricks in my system, and I believe that now it will be again. So once again, giving one more time respect to our beautiful brother Mari Kyle. This is from the album The Talisman. If you want to support our beautiful Mari, he's living up in the north, Byron Shire. And buy his music, support him, he's an awesome brother. We love him dearly here. Alright, now let's get into our love stream. Because we got a lot of love to share, baby. A lot of love to share. Now I'm gonna give us some nice mantra in the background. In our usual Mahamritanya mantra is kind of cuddling us in the background from now onwards. Thank you, beautiful brother Mari. That was awesome. And here's the mantra. Fantastic. So, family, here we are. 1st of August, the final third of 2021. Ooh. We've been through the first, we've been through the second, and here comes the final third, the final 4 months of 2021. And now we are going to go into a time that we're going to need a lot of the We're gonna need a lot of mantras, people. We're gonna need a lot of meditations. We're gonna need a lot of ohms. We're gonna need a lot of deep breathing. We're gonna need a lot of patience. Because now we are starting to get into the red hot zone, and it's not gonna ease up for a while. It's only gonna build up more and more and more, and it's gonna get more crazy, and it's gonna get more intense, and there's gonna be a lot of things happening in the physical reality, in the 3D, and I'm preparing you in advance. Why is it worth it being aware? Why is it worth it knowing about these things? After all, it can be daunting. At the same time, it can be empowering. It is indeed daunting. They say that ignorance is a bliss. But the problem is that with ignorance, you are missing the opportunity to navigate your way through the chaos. Astrology, awareness, consciousness, it allows us the ability to be aware and conscious of what is happening. So when it happens, we know, we remember that we have that awareness. We knew that there is this energy playing with us. And then with our free will choice, we're then able to navigate our way better, wiser. Rather than falling down the trap of the intense energies, we're able to identify it, connect the dots and say, okay, I can see what this is about. I remember we spoke about it in the live stream. I remember we spoke about it in the astrology of these days. Okay, fair enough. I know what I need to do with that now. And so, even though I'm going to share with you now more information that is going to be like, oh, seriously, Ami? C'est la vie. This is life. This is life. This is time for us to kind of stand tall, be courageous, be brave lions. Leo season, people. And as I'm talking to you right now, the sun is kazini with Mercury. Boom, boom. Mercury and the sun right now conjunct together in Leo. So there's no better energy for me to do a live stream, to come and speak to you, my free expression, my creativity, my heart sharing, my love sharing of wisdom, of knowledge, to empower you, to remind you of how courageous and brave we are, of how powerful, unique and beautiful we are, and just to give us that sense of it's okay, we can do it. Leo doesn't like to be a victim. Leo likes to be a king. And so in this energy, there is many good reasons for all of us, each and every one of us, to be a victim, to feel bad, to feel afraid, to be in fear and anxiety, in confusion, in chaos. We actually have legit reasons. But the idea is that we will function better and we will do better if we will not allow ourselves to drop into victim. And if we drop into victim, it's okay, we are humans. We allow ourselves to drop into victim, to feel the emotions, the feelings that are necessary, to cry if we need to cry, to feel whatever it is there, if it's anxiety, if it's stress, if it's fear, if it's pain, if it's sadness, whatever it is, to allow ourselves to feel that, but to also get out of there, to be a king, to be a lion, to be a lioness, not to be a pussycat, a scaredy cat. I'm too afraid because the world is so chaotic and everything is falling down and everyone is telling me that it's going to be like that and it's going to be like that, and how could we ever be like coming out of this in a good way? This is bad. Yes, it's bad. It's shocking. It's absolutely shocking. Reality is shocking. And August is going to be even more shocking because the title of this energy is like shock, sudden, unexpected, abrupt, ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. So let me start giving you a bit of details of what am I talking about, okay? Let's start, as I did many times before, from the big picture. The big drop in the back. You see, like, here is Ami talking to you, his hands are moving, you can see his facials, his sound is changing, those are the details. But in the background there's this drop. There is this mandala. This can here be behind me, setting the tone, creating that satellite around me, that mandala. Here's my crown chakra opening up with all these lotus petals. Oops, I need to move to the other direction here. All the lotus around my crown, it's all open and it's channeling love to you, right? That's the backdrop. So, the backdrop of all this time is the fact that we are changing ages. Ages don't change overnight or over 1 year, they change over hundreds of years. we are transiting from age of Pisces, of 2000 plus years, into the age of Aquarius, 2000 and plus years. So between the 2000 and 2000, there is a good kind of couple of hundred that could be the fade in, fade out. And this fade in, fade out it's chaotic, because you have like a complete paradigm shift. And so one person had chocolate cake every breakfast, all his life. Since he was a boy, chocolate cake every breakfast. Suddenly the boy turns 50 and he discovered he has diabetes. Shocking, sudden, unexpected result, news that now forced this man, after 50 years of eating chocolate cake every breakfast, to stop having chocolate cake. He cannot have chocolate cake anymore because he has diabetes. So suddenly he's going through a big shock. He had to change the patterns, to change his habit. He's feeling grief, loss, sadness, depression, upset, anger, victimhood, despair. All these stages are valid stages in the process of transformation. But then as that passes, suddenly he discovers the bonus and the benefits of breaking free from his addiction to chocolate cake every morning. Suddenly he doesn't have the craving. He doesn't have to have it. Just by that fact, he has more power, because he is not losing power to that addiction. Second thing, he saves a lot of money, because he doesn't have to buy chocolate cake for every morning, or the ingredients to make chocolate cake every morning, because after 50 years he's probably making chocolate cakes every weekend for the entire week. So he's saving money because he doesn't need to make chocolate cake, and he's saving times because he doesn't need to make chocolate cake. His health improves, he's losing weight, he's starting to look better. Now he's getting motivation, so he's going to gym and he's exercising. Suddenly he's fit, he's doing yoga, meditation, he exercises. He becomes this man of well-being, fit, in good health, free from sugar. In fact, he is now actually lecturing and teaching people about being like breaking out of addiction to sugar. So the result of this naturopath who became a lecturer of anti-sugar was actually a result of someone that was addicted to sugar. You know, these days you will hardly never ever see me or hear about me drinking cola. Okay, but at the age of 16 I was addicted to it. I was drinking 2-3 liters a day of Coca-Cola. It was terrible. I was so addicted to it. I was drinking them like water. And of course I was overweight as well because of that and other sugar kind of patterns in my past, in my teenaging years. But once I broke free out of that, I don't even get near it. Once in a very, very blue moon, I will have one just for the sake of it. But I'm not attracted to it, I don't want it, and I can't stand it. It's kind of like, no, thank you. So we all gonna go through this process. We are going through this process of chaos, disruptive, unwanted, unexpected change that is forcing us to transform. And it can be abrupt, it can be chaotic, it can be scary, it can bring anxiety, it can bring tension, it can bring nervous system activity, it can bring kind of restlessness, it can bring anger, it can bring frustration, it can bring sudden unexpected events or dynamic with other people. And for that we need a lot of we need a lot of I love laughing with you, you know me. Let me see what I missed on the live chat. Okay, Mansi has joined us, and Jody, and Do loves the music. Sound and video is perfect, fantastic. Kimberly Ballet from Byron, hello, beautiful sister, I love you. Tanya, hello. Jenna Ling, hello. And John Hermano, good to have you. Pala, beautiful Pala, hello. And Guy Hasson. Shalom, אחי, אוהב אותך. So, let's get into the nitty-gritty details, shall we? Because there's a lot to talk about this week. 1st of August, we're starting August, and August is going to be a lot of energy that is related to Aquarius and Uranus. And that's why this introduction, okay? A week ago, we had the full moon in Aquarius. Let me take you down the chart. Why is my chart funny? Let me fix my chart. It's a bit out of scale. There we go. Ooh. There we go. There we go. Just a bit of logistic and administration here. Thank you. So, I'm going to take you now a week back. Okay? Let's go a week back because I want to show you how everything is interconnected. As always, we're moving one way back and the moon... I'm taking it one day back. Yeah. And hours. Okay. 114. Okay. Okay, the sun. The sun is right here, near your 12 o'clock. Was 1 degree Leo, 26 minutes. The moon, 1 degree Aquarius, 25 minutes. Okay? Now, why am I showing you the full moon of last week? Because this has started the cycle of Aquarius energy. Okay? This full moon in Aquarius. Okay? Now, I'm going to take you 2 weeks forward, which is a week into yesterday. And the sun, here is the quarter. Yeah? Sun, quarter, moon. Okay? And then next week, we're going to have... Let me move it so it's together. Next week on Sunday, people, next week on Sunday we have a big day because we have a new moon in Leo on the Lion's Gate, family. Can we ask for a more stronger Leo energy than that? No. You can't have stronger energy than a new moon in Leo on Leo Gate. Make that loud and clear. If there is a time to announce a new king, is a new moon in Leo on Leo's Gate, okay? So whatever comes your way this week, it's all gonna kick your butt and push you into a place that you're gonna say, on the new moon in Leo, this is my new manifestation, this is my new kingdom, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, this is who I am, okay? This is what leads us there. Now, hello Joe. Yes, it was a massive week this week, massive week. And hello Bryony. And Natalie, hello Natalie, sunny greeting from the Northern Rivers. Fantastic, Natalie, that's amazing. Good to feel the Northern Rivers. This is so cool. We've got Brisbane, we've got Byron, Northern Rivers. We need some representative in Perth and Adelaide somehow. We used to have them. Hector was there, but now he's moved. Hello Catherine, beautiful. Keep on showing me your name. I love it. I love seeing who is here with me. It gives me a lot of feedback here in my heart. This is heart connection now. When I see your name, it's heart connection. So, I'm moving you into next Sunday, okay? Next Sunday, a new moon in Leo on Lion's Gate. The moon and the sun are going to be 16 degrees, 14 minutes in Leo. We're going to talk about that more further later. But then I want to show you what comes 2 weeks after. We're going to move 2 weeks after, and guess what? We're having a second full moon in Aquarius, okay? So... I'm gonna move it now into there. So, where is it? There we go. No, back. Okay. 29:30. 29:36. Okay, here it is. 2 weeks, 3 weeks from now, there will be a second full moon in Aquarius, okay? The sun will be on the 29 degree final critical degree of Leo, 36 minutes. The moon will be on the final critical degree of Aquarius, 29:36, okay? The full moon, pay attention again, take notes, this is important. The full moon last week was on the first degree of Leo Aquarius, the initiative beginning first degree. Now we're approaching a new moon in Leo on Lion's Gate. And then we're going to have a second full moon in Aquarius on the 29th final critical degree ending degree. Very powerful by itself. Just to look at this cycle of 2 full moons in Aquarius, with a powerful new moon in Leo on Lion's Gate in the middle, sandwiching between these 2 full moons, and Leo and Aquarius are the opposites. And on top of that, The new moon in Leo, which comes up next week, is going to be square in Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius. And on top of that, there's going to be also on the full moon 3 weeks from now, Uranus station in retrograde. This is mind-blowing concept of Uranus Aquarius. Again, last week, full moon in Aquarius on the 1st degree. Next week, new moon in Leo on Lion's Gate. 3 weeks from now, full moon in Aquarius, second full moon in Aquarius. This new moon next week is gonna square Uranus. And on the full moon afterwards, Uranus is going retrograde on that day. Boom, okay? So all the energy of August, that's gonna happen on the 22nd of August. All the energy of August, it's all around Uranus, Aquarius, and it's like, it's very strong. And then you've got the sun in Leo, okay? So there's like, we're going to be facing a lot of external energies. We're going to be facing, this is all the Uranus Aquarius archetypes now, okay? Other people, the world, external environment, out of time and space, alienation, okay? People alienating you, people kind of coming at you from nowhere, abrupt, sudden, unexpected, shocking experiences, changes, forced changes. It's electricity, it's nervous system, it's anxiety, it's tension, it's potential for accidents, it's potential for things that go wrong, it's potential for all kind of nervous system activity and kind of all these things, because we are facing pounding change is coming and we are all starting to feel it. It's no longer Ami the weirdo standing in meditation room 4 years ago telling people you better prepare yourself. It's now everyone starting to see it. People are starting to take notes. Things becoming more apparent in a physical reality. And so, personally for me, I know about this time for 4 years now. I had 4 years to prepare myself for it, and I'm still challenged to the core of my being. But I'm still smiling, and I'm still laughing to my best ability, and I'm still opening my heart. And don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect. My days are not cherries on top of the cake or honey and, cherry blossom. No. My days are as challenging as yours. My days are as unpleasant as yours. No one is supposed to feel great at the moment, if that's not clear. So if you are not feeling great, don't go and bash yourself and think, what's wrong with me? Why can't I? Why do I? Why does like, hello, welcome to the club. It's basically 7 billion people on planet Earth not having the greatest time of their life. So no time to be a victim. This is a great time for people who are addicted to be a victim. We all have them in our life. People that constantly, they are endless victims, and they constantly need you to support them and to encourage them. And this is the time I was like, sorry, mate, it's not just you anymore. It's all of us. So, giddy up, horsey. Get going with the plan. We don't have time to listen to you because we have our own suffering too. We are all suffering in a way. We are all challenged in a way. So don't you think that you have the exclusivity of being the victim anymore. No, you're not the lonely victim anymore. Everyone's victim. Everyone's victim of some kind. Ay. Mansfield, Victoria is in the house. Wow, amazing. Snow season is coming to Mansfield soon. Hello, Eddie. It's good to have you with us. Hello, Erin from the Byron Shire. Good to have you with us. And Deborah, I love you, Deborah. So this is kind of like the things that expect us in August. There's a lot. Like if I take you through it very shortly, today the sun is together with Mercury, okay? But at the same time that the sun is together with Mercury, look at that. Where is it? Here it is. Oh, let's go back to now. Sorry. Here is now. Okay. Here is Sun, Mercury. Mercury, Sun 9 degrees, 21 minutes. Mercury 9 degrees and 8 minutes. So it will be exactly Let me move it a few hours forward. It will be exactly at... It's a bit on the... It's exactly on the... Funny. Okay, 32. 32. Here we go. Okay? Now I want to go back. Here it is. 31, 31. It's a bit hard to see because of the light, but the Sun and Mercury are here on the 9th degree and 32 minutes, exactly tonight at midnight. 3 minutes past midnight tonight. And so it's already happening, okay? It's not just at midnight, it's already happening. Let me just do this a bit. No, we don't need to do this, we'll do that. Mercury, the mind, the intellect, the thought, the communication, the expression, together with the Sun, the soul, the I am, the essence of who we are, beyond this time and space, our soul essence, not just our lower ego, our soul essence, who we are as a soul on this planet. They're coming together in Leo, the home of the Sun. So this is a very powerful kind of boost for the ego, to think for oneself, to speak for oneself, to express for oneself, to communicate for oneself, to be creative, to be unique, to kind of create the kingdom that we wish to live in, starting with our perception, starting with our thought, starting with how we speak, what we express. And so it's very interesting, we're having this alignment of Sun Mercury just before, after the full moon in Aquarius comes Mercury with the Sun, and Mercury is going to travel forward. Mercury is going to fly in August. In August, Mercury is going through Leo, into Virgo, into Libra. 3 star signs in 1 month. Boom! It's flying through them. So there's going to be, through this month, a lot of communication, a lot of news, a lot of thoughts, a lot of things to process, to analyze, to perceive. And it's going to go like from Leo, here we are downloading something here. The Sun is channeling down to us a message from Spirit of where we're going and what do we need to do. And from here, Mercury is going to go through Leo, and he's going to then meet Mars in Virgo, and then he's going to meet Venus in Virgo, and he's going to travel through Virgo, which is kind of detox and declutter. Yeah? And then he's going to go into Libra, which is kind of like assembling the balance, the justice. So Mercury is going to fly from this fiery Leo through the detox in Virgo Earth into Libra, where he's going to install justice. So what's happening today, whatever we are processing today, thinking, analyzing, conversing, communicating, it's a part of a bigger process that is going to unfold, okay, throughout this month. But as they do that, Sun and Mercury, what they also do is that they oppose Saturn. Okay, here is Saturn on the 10th degree of Aquarius. So we're having Sun, Mercury opposition to Saturn, and they are also squaring Uranus. Uranus 14 degrees. So it's not a tight square, but it is a square, because if I show it to you in astronomy, you'll realize really that it's kind of like not that far back, okay? So let me show you just for a second. Let me show you what it is there, okay? Here it is. Let me show you how it looks like, okay? Here it is. Now, let me just fix the scale here. I need to rescale it. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me just fix it up for you. Here it is. Much better. Much better. Okay, let's just move it a bit like that. Here it is. Ta-da! Okay? Now, what you can see, this is right now, okay? Right now. So, sorry, not right now. Let's move it. Oh, it's moving back. Let's move it forward. We are now 7 in the evening. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. This is the situation above us in the heavens right now, okay? Here's the Earth, the Sun, Here's the moon. Venus, Mars, and Mercury hiding behind the sun. So this is the Mercury-Sun Cassini conjunction, okay? Here it is from the Earth, right? So Mercury is right behind the sun, delivering some messages from deep in whoop whoop, from places we don't necessarily see. It's coming from the unknown. It's coming from the unconscious, from behind. And it's coming through the sun into us, okay? Now if we go turn around into Mercury, now you can see it through Mercury, okay? Here's Mercury channeling straight into the sun that is going into the Earth, okay? But this, as you can see, the sun, Earth, they are squaring, okay? Here is the square to Uranus, okay? Under the influence of Neptune in the middle and aligned with Saturn. So here's Mercury, Sun, Earth, Saturn. So this is kind of the heavy influence, okay? This is the depressing, restricting, suppressing, cold, burdens, restrictions, inability to progress, blockages, things in our way, powers beyond our control, holding us back, and we're now getting messages about it. There's some news coming in, there's some realizations coming in about this, right? But as Saturn is holding us in this kind of a position, suppressed, we are squaring Uranus, okay? And this square to Uranus, I'm going to show it to you. Actually, let's go out even more. Okay, here you go. From here it's perfect. Okay, you got, I'll show you. Let's look at it from Saturn point of view. So this is basically the square. Okay, Uranus, square Saturn, okay, opposition to the sun. Okay, and here we are. Now if we look at it from Uranus, you will see Uranus is far out there, okay? So here's Uranus squaring Saturn, okay? You see the angle? That's the square. And it's also squaring, here is the Earth, here is Mars, Mercury. Where's Mercury? I'm looking for Mercury. It's hard to identify, it's so small, right? And so now let's look at it from the Earth. Okay, here is the Earth. And the Earth finds itself in this kind of alignment, Mercury, Sun, Earth, Saturn. Imagine there is a line going through them. And then there is a square to Uranus that affects us too. Okay? Now, this square between Uranus and Saturn is going all year long. Okay? All through 2021. Okay? So, before, let's see. Let's go back to February. Moving Feb. Okay, here is February. Okay, in February, okay, here's the Earth. In February, the Earth was here. And from the Earth, there was the first square, right? Alignment to Saturn and square Uranus. And then we move to June. Okay, a bit more. And in June, again, there was a square to Uranus, opposition to Saturn. And now we're traveling, and the next one, the final one, now what happened in the meantime? Because the Earth is passing Saturn, Saturn is retrograde. So, I'll take it back. From June, May, June, from June, we started retrograde season. Why? Because optically there is the illusion that here is the Earth passing Pluto. So Pluto is now retrograde, seems as if he's moving back. Then the Earth is passing Saturn, so Saturn goes retrograde. Then the Earth is passing Jupiter, so Jupiter goes retrograde. And then the Earth is passing Neptune. Neptune goes retrograde. See, here is Neptune. And then, soon, 22nd of August, on the 22nd of August, Uranus goes retrograde. But what I'm showing you now, this is already in the timeline, we're in November, and in December 25th, here we are, December 25th, is the final square between Uranus and Saturn. Okay, so right now, if I take it back now, let's go back to right now, August. There we go, a bit more. 1st of August, here we go. Okay, here we are now. Oops, sorry. Here's the 1st of August. Okay, this square between Saturn and Uranus, right now the Earth is traveling, and from when you look at the astrology chart is made that the Earth is in the center, okay, and everything is around the Earth. But in the helio chart, it's all around the Sun. So when you look at it as the Sun is in the center, the real square is happening, and the Earth is gonna go really into it. Here we go. And when we get to around here in September, October, the Earth will be exactly in the middle of this square. So that will be kind of the highest tension on the helio chart point of view. I'll show it to you. Oops, too much, too far. Look at this beautiful thing, huh? Here's Uranus, here is Saturn, okay? And here's the Earth. And so it's hard to see it because Uranus is so far away. But what I'm trying to show you is that this is the build-up of all this year of Saturn and Uranus. You see the alignment they have there? That line? And we are just kind of caught in the middle, in between. And so this is the big element of this year. But now, let's focus on the personal planets. Let's see what's going on. And as you can see, Mars. Here's Mars. Okay. Sun. Mars is in Virgo already. Traveled to Virgo. And basically... Oh, sorry. This is October. What I'm talking about, October. Let's go back to August. Confusing. Okay. A bit more. There we go. Okay. Here we are. So... now I want to show you how quick Mercury is basically traveling. Look, through Leo, into Virgo, into Libra, very, very fast. Okay? And that's how fast, because he was kind of retrograding. This was Mercury retrograde. Mercury was retrograding here. Okay? And then he start moving direct. And then as soon as he moved direct, he go vroom, flying forward. The Venus and the Mars conjunction reminded you that was like here, the end of July. Last week we spoke about that we had a conjunction of Venus and Mars, okay, middle of July. And now as we move forward into August, okay, Mars is catching up with Venus, slowly. It will catch up with her later on. But yeah, this is what I wanted to show you when we speak about kind of like, when I tell you that, if I go back to the 1st of August, when I tell you there's like 2 degrees or 2 minutes, you know, also to understand that the event itself is just like not exactly just that, it's more than that. Because, for example, I'm telling you that Mercury will conjunct the Sun exactly at midnight tonight, okay? So I can move to midnight, here it is. Let's move to midnight. Okay, 10... 11, here is midnight, okay? Here is midnight, but honestly, how much did it move? You see what I mean? So this is like the exact moment, right? The exact moment, but it's already happening over, let's say, the last 2 days. Look, Mercury coming and boom, locking targets. So this is the moment of direct, this is the moment of like, email sent, put it like that, okay? Here you are thinking, I should write an email. Here you are sitting on your computer and writing an email, and here you press send. Then your recipient receives the message, reads through the email, and he starts to respond. That kind of thing, okay? So Mercury Mercury basically conjunct the Sun in opposition to Saturn. We're going to talk about that now a bit. And also then we have the Sun in opposition to Saturn. And the other thing is that we have in this week also Venus. Venus is going to trine Uranus. Okay, a triangle alignment, very good. So from the Earth, if you look at it from the Earth, I'm going to try to zoom out. It's hard, Uranus is very far. You can see that basically, here we go, better like that. Here is the line, and you can imagine there's a triangle between them. Uranus to Earth to Venus is a triangle. That's the trine, okay? And that's a very good thing as well. Good and can be bad as well. Depends how you channel that. The other thing is that Mercury, at the same time that Venus is trining Uranus, Mercury is going to square Uranus. Oops, a bit back. This is happening on Tuesday into Wednesday. Why is Uranus disappeared? There he is. Okay, so here's Mercury, square Uranus, while Venus trines Uranus. Different angles, okay? The other thing is that the Sun then is going to square Uranus as well. So whatever is Mercury is doing, then the Sun is doing as well. And the Sun square Uranus is going to happen on Friday, okay? 2 days before the new moon, when we enter in the dark moon phase. And so, and then the new moon, oops, sorry about that. The new moon happens on the 8th. Here we go. Okay. Here is the new moon moment, where the moon stands between the Sun and the Earth. Okay. Let's see if we can see it from here. Almost. There we go. Sun, Moon, Earth on Leo. Okay. So, the Sun is in Leo constellations, which means that somewhere over there, Leo constellation, here's the Leo constellation, okay? And somewhere over there is Sirius, okay? The planet Sirius, which is the galactic sun, which is the Sirius A, Sirius B, there's the dolphin beings coming from Sirius A, there's the lion beings coming from Sirius B. There is this is the family of light basically, and on this day, the pyramids of Giza aligns with Sirius, and that's what the Lion's Gate is about. It's an activation of the crystalline grid of planet Earth through the alignment of the Earth, the Sun, and I forgot the name suddenly. Oops. Let's see if I can find it. Can we find it? No, we can't find it here. Okay. Zooming out, just to remind you how tiny and small we are, yeah? That's always fun. Here is our little sun, by the way. Just a tiny speck out of this massive galactic disk, okay? And, oh yeah, there we go. Let me see if I can twist it in the right direction. It's a bit tricky. It's not easy, put it like that. As you can see, I'm struggling. But what I'm trying to say is that here is the sun, right? Here is our sun aligning, okay? Here's the alignment. Okay? That's kind of the concept. So there's a big channel happening, okay? And in perfect timing, the software suddenly crashed. So, back to us. Excuse me, I just a cough. So this is a bit of what's happening this week from space, from the kind of multidimensional point of view, which is very Uranian and Aquarian thing to do. To kind of look at everything from outside of time and space. That's Aquarius, that's Uranus. It's the aliens, it's out of time and space, it's kind of radical, quirky. It's come to shift the paradigm in a sudden, unexpected way. It's the volcano erupting, it's the earthquake, literally. High potential for earthquakes this week, especially when the sun will square Uranus. Natural disasters are definitely on the table. Extreme weather phenomena. Potentially, let's hope that everything will be okay, but potentially we could see a lot of activity on the sun. We have already had a lot of activity on the sun in the past weeks. A lot of solar activity, which affects us. It affects Mother Earth, it affects the Mother Nature, the weather system, our nervous system, it affects everything. And so on top of the challenging conditions on planet Earth on a physical reality level of things, there is the challenges are coming from multiple directions at once. And it's all interconnected, it's all correlated, because this kind of, in the big picture, our entire solar system as an orbit, as you saw, that kind of, that all our solar system is this tiny kind of thing somewhere there, yeah? Our entire solar system is moving through a complete new territory in the galaxy, okay, in the universe. And because of that, we're crossing through this massive photon belt. I spoke about it a few times. It's this blanket of photons, very high frequency, dense vibration of photons, like, and it's in the equator of the galactic disk that we are crossing right now. And it's not like a cross of crossing the road. No, it takes years to cross the galactic equator. And so we are crossing through this buffering, intense, high vibration photons belt, and it affects many things. It affects the magnetic field of the Earth. We talked about for a long time already. It's shrinking, literally shrinking in its ability. And usually this magnetic field of the Earth, it's what protects us from interstellar radiation, from frequencies from deep space that are coming through from the sun or from deep space. They come through space, travel through space, and usually the magnetic field of the Earth goes like protecting us. But over the last few years, this magnetic shield of the Earth has been shrinking. And that means that more of this radiation, more of this high frequency energy from the sun and from deep space is penetrating planet Earth. We are standing on top of the surface of planet Earth. So we are receiving this cosmic radiation coming through into our bodies. This is then a part of the, if you ever read or heard anything about light code activation, DNA upgrade, we are being upgraded, our DNA is being upgraded, 12 chromosomes, codes of light, the light language, all these things. This is what it's about. We are literally being upgraded. It's proven scientifically, physically, astronomically, astrologically. It's not just woo-woo. And this energy it's forcing our frequency to change. We are receiving this kind of high frequency, and it goes through our body and it goes into the Earth. And then when it penetrates the Earth and it goes into the core of the Earth, it stimulates the Earth vibration in the same way it stimulates our body's vibration. And then that affects the Schumann resonance of the Earth. The Earth has a frequency, it has a pulse. Boom. I've read in when I study sound healing, I've read a beautiful thing. They said that before Industrial Revolution, before we had factories and engines and cars and automobiles and airplanes and all this sound pollution that is constantly in the air, traveling through the ether, before we had that, we could hear the hum of the planets. Think about that for a moment. Now you go like, that's crazy. Yes, but really, if you vacuum all this sound pollution, your sensitivity will be heightened. If you go to Vipassana and you sit quiet, silent for 7 days, even for a weekend, what happens is that you eliminate your talk and you need to listen to other people talking. And so the whole mechanism of being receptive to talks, conversations, intellectual input, coming and going, talking, answering, replying, if you feel like talking or not, it's eliminated. And you go into deep silence, deep stillness. And people who practice Vipassana always report that after 3 or 4 days, there's a breakthrough. And you reach a certain opening. Something is opening up in your consciousness and you're literally experiencing some highlighted experience of realization, enlightenment, or healing of some kind. And so when we eliminate one thing, the other thing becomes heightened. And that's why it makes sense that before Industrial Revolution, we could hear the hum of the planets. We could hear it. Now, as the Earth Schumann resonance, if you follow it, you will see that over the last few weeks, there's been a lot of spikes. So it goes like, woo, 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 because all this energy is coming in. So think like planet Earth is being put in a cosmic microwave. That's exactly that, okay? And all the Earth is all our solar system is in this microwave, and this frequency of the microwave is basically cooking us, but you don't sense any fire or heat or anything. It's just frequency. And suddenly the food becomes cooked just by frequency, which is amazing invention by itself if it wasn't, harmful in its own ways. I do not support microwave, just for you to know. Sorry, all the retailers. So when the Earth and the Schumann resonance react, then the Earth is releasing these spikes. And these spikes, it means that the Earth is kind of burping. It goes like, chum, chum, so we in the middle get in the chum, and then we get the so we are like stuck in the middle of this interstellar radiation coming through, and the Earth responding to it, and we are like bzzt, brr, bzzt, brr. It's pretty intense, as you can see. So that's kind of in the background, just the background, just for you to know, cosmologically, astronomically, that like the solar system is going through a massive process, and planet Earth is going through a massive process. But then when you strip it down into the finer details, then we look at our solar system. So then on top of us entering Age of Aquarius, on top of us going through the photon belt, which is high frequency radiation, which relates to Uranus, Aquarius, interstellar radiation from outer space, then we come to the month of August, and we have a full moon in Aquarius, and a new moon in Leo square Uranus, and then another full moon in Aquarius with Uranus retrograde, and you go like so I hope you're not getting anxiety just by me talking about it, because the symptoms of anxiety are very much supported by this energy of Aquarius Uranus. But let's talk about a bit of potential medicine. What can we do? First of all, drink a lot of water. Make sure you're well hydrated. In that way, at least the energy flows in your body, and you are less bound to have like electric shortcuts, like fuse burning. Because if you're not well hydrated and then you have sudden events happening to you and you're already itchy and you're already struggling, it's very easy for you to lose it, to snap, to react abruptly, and suddenly chaos, and suddenly unexpected disaster, and suddenly you find yourself in situations you didn't want to face. Now, when we are talking about all this energy, and I'm saying to you that the Sun and Mercury are opposing Saturn, one thing I want to tell you for sure, this is not the week or the month to go and challenge a police officer. That's for sure. So all the rebels out there, you're going to feel a lot of rebellious fire. You're going to feel the need to speak up, to express, to share that post, to promote that conspiracy theory, to expose that person, to talk about it far and wide, and to stand tall and to tell them what you think about them. I had enough. I'm going to do my own movie. I'm going to do my own blog. I'm going to do my own post, and I'm going to quote myself like everyone's quoting, taking universal wisdom, putting their name on it. So I have a new one. I'm going to work on that. I'm going to release it maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But it's going to be this beautiful picture. I'm going to put this quote from Ami Hasson. And it's going to say, can you please stop putting your name on universal language? Thank you, Ami Hasson. The sound and the video is great today. Fantastic. Because I finally played with something I never played before. And I was like, yes, I got it. I'm so happy. Hello, Jules. Hello, beautiful Jules. Jules, this warning that I just spoke to right now is like, please take it into heart, my beautiful sister. Be careful this week. David Fratello and Jesse. Awesome. Cool. Awesome. Fantastic. So, Saturn, representing authorities, father figure, figures of authority in your life. It can be the government, it can be the police, it can be the law and order, it can be your manager at work, it could be your boss, it could be your superior figure in the family structure, maybe an uncle. You know, Saturn is like the older people, the patriarchs, those that think that they know it all and you need to listen to them. You know, so your annoying uncle. We know about this, but at the moment, believe me. But you know, it's like this annoying uncle that try to tell you what to do with your life or try to influence your beloved over what to do with their life, and he shouldn't even put his nose in the dish. So you kind of might find yourself standing up to that uncle and say, can you please stop interfere with my business? Thank you. This is kind of this energy. You standing up for yourself as a Leo. And just a second, I'll just renew the mantra. You standing up for yourself as a Leo and saying, sorry, sir, with all due respect, can you please don't tell me what to do with my life at this moment? Thank you very much. Mind your own business. We can do it. We should do it. We should speak for ourselves. We should express ourselves, our authentic self. This is Leo. We have to represent ourselves. We have to stand tall. We have to be brave. We have to have the courage. We have to have the strength to stand up for ourselves and represent ourselves. But we are going to face external people. We are going to face an external world that could be very cold, Aquarius. Very remote and alienating, Aquarius. Very artificial intelligence, you know. People kind of like spying on you through Facebook, through Instagram, through whatever you do on social media. People kind of coming at you there. No, you're posting something nice and you think you're doing something good, but even that upsets someone. Why? Because everyone likes to get upset these days, and they like to get upset of other people. And so everyone's feeling like crap, everyone's feeling like shit in some way, shape, and form, and many people don't know how to own their shit, so they start throwing shit at everyone. And so, welcome to the shitball fight, family. Yeah. The idea is, be patient. Don't fall down the trap. Be wiser. Be mature. Those are the teachings of Saturn. Even though that uncle really upsets you, don't tell that uncle that he can go stuff himself. Just tell that uncle, I'll really appreciate it if you mind your own business and do not interfere with my life. Thank you very much. Polite, well-mannered, mature, responsible, due diligent way of expressing my Leo need of get out of my life and don't call me again ever. Thank you. Into, can you please mind your own business and do not interfere with my life? I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I do not wish to have any more further communication with you regarding this matter. Have a good life. All the best. Bye. See you later. Sayonara. So yeah, once again, rebels. This is the energy now that, you know, a long time ago I told you where the pendulum will swing. The pendulum will swing. And what you're going to see in August is literally the pendulum begins to swing. Begins. Why? Because comes the full moon in Aquarius, new moon in Leo, full moon in Aquarius, Uranus station retrograde. Now Uranus is going to go retrograde and Saturn in October is going to move direct, and then we're going to have the third final square in December. But until December, it's going to build up and build up and build up and build up, and Uranus will always win. So we're going to see more suppression, more restriction. We're going to see figures of authority really kind of suppressing us, depressing us. It's going to feel maybe yucky. It's going to feel maybe anxiety, maybe tension, because you're going to face all kind of headlines and doomy, gloomy future, and everything under the influence of Saturn with Mercury and the Sun can seem the worst case scenario, always is the most potential. We can look and it's like, that's it. Reality is stuffed. We're going to now live in a reality. We're going to be green this and that, and badge this, and a permit this, and a passport this, and Can anyone please look at the other side? Not many people understand this, I think. This is exactly the fuel that we needed. that will push people to create awesome, beautiful, organic communities. You're going to see movement. It's already happening. There's going to be more and more movement of people ditching their old cities, locations of suppression, and going and joining together in communities where they can just roam free and believe in what they believe and grow their own food, and each one help each one. And here we are building the new age of Aquarius, which is community, oneness, unity consciousness. It's kind of like, hey, right now, there's people who like to play shooting video games. Okay? Right now, there's like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people around the world right now playing shooting games. Is it harming me? No, it's harming them. Should I stop them? No. That's what they want to do. So, bless you, play a full shooting game in your own room while I'll talk astrology. But that's the unity consciousness, that we are all individual sovereign beings, and we all have our own unique ways of expressing ourselves. One person likes to play video games, the other person likes to talk about astrology, the other person likes to do pottery, the other person likes to knit a sweater, the other person likes to dance ballet, the other person likes to dance jazz, the one person likes to play piano, the other likes to play flute, the one likes to play trombone. When you look at a symphony, an orchestra, you see 100 musicians. You've got like 40 people in brass section. Then you've got like string sections. You've got the percussion section. You see all these instrumentalists. Each one of them studied for the entire lifetime how to master their craft of playing their instrument. For one it's clarinet, for one it's trombone, for one it's saxophone, for one it's tambourine. Everyone has something different, but they play that instrument all their life because that's their unique way of expressing themselves. But then they come together into a symphony, and they have an orchestrator, and they're all following a plan, a unity consciousness plan of playing this symphony. And the audience has shivers from the beauty of the music that is being played by 100 musicians playing in unison. This amazing masterpiece. And so we will get there into this moment where humanity is going to play this greatest concert of all times of unity consciousness. But right now, it's like we were in different bands, and now all the bands broke down, and now all of us gonna need to find new people to play with and to re-practice and train on different instruments. And it's kind of like chaotic because, you know, think about when you finish school, after 12 years in school, you had your structure, you had your stability, you had your way of living, your routine. Suddenly you finish school. Now, it's exciting because the unknown future is now open in front of you, and you are free. You are free to be whoever you want to be. You are free to experiment how you want to live your life. You can move a city, you can move a country, you can travel the world, you can go to university, you can just walk in a coffee place, you can do whatever you want. You can be a lizard on the beach for a month if you feel like it, because you're 18 years old and couldn't give a shit about anything. Okay? So it's exciting. But then after the 2 days, 1 week of excitement, yes, I finished school, wow, I'm so excited, I'm free. Then comes and it's like, I'm a bit anxious, I'm a bit nervous, I'm a bit insecure because I don't know who I want to be and I don't know what I want to do. My friends are going to university, the other friends are traveling overseas, my other friends have moved city to work in a coffee place, and I'm still at my parents' house, and am I doing the right thing or the wrong thing? Should I do what they do? Should I do what they do? What should I do? I don't know. This is kind of this energy. It's a mixture of excitement, because we're all noticing and sensing impending changes coming up for all of us, but it also brings anxiety and nervousness because we don't know what's around the corner. We don't know how it's going to be. We're facing the unknown, and it can go anywhere, anytime. And so it's legit and it's understood. And we need to have a lot of patience, Saturn. We need to be mature about it. We have to be responsible, okay? Because, if we won't do the Mercury, Saturn, Sun, Saturn, of Saturn kind of forcing us to be responsible, mature, due diligence, patience. If we're not going to do that, we're going to be fully subjected to that Uranus square. Uranus square Mercury, Uranus square Sun. Sudden, unexpected, eruptive arguments, disputes, fire, explosions, separation. This is not the time, the few days, especially Monday, Tuesday. It's not the best time to make, like say, today, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We are going through a lot, and there's a lot happening in the mental. Mercury is downloading lots of stuff here, and we may be, we're facing all the restriction in our mind. It's holding us back from who we want to be, because that's who we are. So it's kind of like we're all kind of feeling restricted in some way, shape, and form by our own routines, by our own personality, by our own egos. The Sun and Mercury is in Leo. Leo is the ego. It's the royal self. It's the I am me, I am me. Okay? So if we're not going to do it in checked way with the Saturn, the ego might take us for a ride, and if we are not going to be on top of it, a sudden unexpected eruption event, argument, can suddenly lead a person to expose an unpleasant face, to reveal the other side of it, to react uncontrollably, and to have a very eruptive dispute. Okay? So it's not let's put it like that, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, it's not the time to make serious decisions, especially in relationships. Be very careful, because we're all processing a lot, we're all going through a lot, and sometimes it's very easy to project every little piece of crap on your relationship, and then you're damaging your network of support and your foundation of stability, love, and security in your life. So, find your nourishing connections and make sure you honor them, make sure you hold space for them, and have a lot of compassion, people. Leo energy is reminding us to be in the heart. This is Leo. So with all this coldness and harshness from the external world and the news and the authority and the restrictions, regulations and all this, the future looks gloomy, the future looks depressive. We see the worst case scenario in everything. With all that, the challenge is to be the lion. It's all pointing down to that. Sun and Mercury in Leo. Are you capable of thinking for yourself? Of being original, creative, unique, genius, representing yourself in your royalty? Can you hold yourself in royalty? When you lose a face into a dispute or an argument, you're falling from royalty into poverty. You're losing your crown, and you become the beggar, because you lost your sense of royalty. So this week challenge is, don't let other people tilt you off your throne. Hold on to your peaceful heart. Meditate. Medicine to handle all this electricity. I'm warning all of you people who already have anxieties or facing mental processes that are not comfortable ongoing. I know quite a few of you. I myself has been very challenged in that department over the last few weeks. Second death for me in a year, like 6 months ago my grandma, and then 2 weeks ago my father-in-law, and on top of the lockdowns, on top of the business, on top of everything going on, it's a lot of challenging parameters to put in one equation to just live normally. Most people these days are talking about just surviving through the day. We're not trying even to overachieve. We're not even trying to over-accomplish or to get progress. Most people are dragging themselves in these days just to survive through the days, because the days are very challenging. And so let us look at the medicine of this time that we need to focus on. Instead of focusing on other people and what they say about us. Believe me, there's people right now thinking about me things, talking about me things because of all kind of reasons. Here I am, doing my thing, living my life in my authenticity, in my heart space, showing up in front of the camera. And I know that some of them are even looking at me right now, and they're watching me. And I want you to know that I absolutely love and approve of myself and who I am in every given moment of my life. That's the lion. to have the courage and the brave heart to know who we are. Not anyone else can tell us who we are. Only us, only we know who we are. And I have faced over the last few weeks challenges that it seems like the entire world was against me. I've been enemies from all directions suddenly rose at once and started to attack me in all kind of ways. And it brought me more and more deep into myself, to rely on myself, to believe in myself, to find solace in myself, to find source of compassion, love, understanding in myself, and to be my own foundation, that holds space for myself. And this is the best guidance I can give you for August, especially with the new moon in Leo on the Lion's Gate. Remember your royal self. Remember that beyond this physical reality, beyond this physical body, you are a divine soul, you are a divine spirit, and this world will try to rob you of your love vibration in every given opportunity. It's easy to be bad in this world. It's hard to be good. This world will challenge those that wants to be good. It will challenge you not to be good. But we choose to be good. And sometimes we fall. But then we fix it. We get up and we walk the good way again. And so, methods medicine for this month. Drink for this week especially, with all this Uranus energy, especially because it's Mercury, it's the mind. Think 3 times before you answer, before you speak. Even though you're going to have a very strong urge to react, I promise you, each and every one of you at some moment of this week will have the need and the urge to really explode and express and say what you really think. But you don't want to do that because you're better than that. Because you belong in the heart, you belong in the love. And so in that moment where you really, really, really breathe. Take an Om. Do an Om. Go like Om. Bring it back home. Let me say hello to a few more people. Jules, you've heard my warning. Excellent. Good. Brother Luke, every no to someone else is yes to yourself. Exactly, brother. Exactly. And Natalia, Satnam. Hello, beautiful Natalia. And Lucy, blessings to your heart and your family, my darling. I hope everyone's recovering and healing well. Hello, Grace, and hello, Ling. Awesome. Let's do another one. Oh. I love it. Remember these moments, okay? What we did just now, remember this one during the week. Because, let's go first. Drink lots of water. Make sure you're well hydrated, because then the energy flows better. If the energy flows better, you are less bound to have short fuse or short circuit and and explode and lose it. Because we're dealing with restriction and suppression, facing this kind of electricity of Uranus, we just need a lot of patience, a lot of water, and a lot of grounding. Bare feet on the earth. Today looked like spring. The sun was shining, the skies were blue, and you could feel the bit of warmth coming in through the cold few weeks that we had, okay? Bare feet on the earth. 1 minute. You wake up in the morning. It's a bit cold, maybe in the middle of the day. Find your time in the day. Put your feet on the earth, close your eyes, and visualize how you're grounding your energy into the earth. Visualize how you're growing roots into the earth and feel the earth connecting with you. Okay? Other ways of grounding. With Uranus involved, sudden unexpected changes and Saturn restrictions, and this is the best month to practice yoga, because we need to be as flexible as we can, as open-minded and as flexible as we can, because we're going to have a plan and something's going to happen, and we're just going to be improvising, innovating, walking with it, keep on going. If you get stuck there in this, like, why this happened to me? I'm a victim. You're gonna feel hopeless, you're gonna feel crap, you're gonna be boiling up with kind of coiled emotions inside of you. And then as soon as the first person coming your way that is coming not in the right way, you're gonna react, you're gonna become abrupt, and you're gonna create this ugly argument. Highly potential. Be aware. Choose heart. Choose patience. Choose to be the peace bringer. Choose to be the wiser man that goes, I really, 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 really want to tell you that you are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'm not going to tell you that because I don't need that in my life. So this week, Mercury, it's not just communication and thought. It's also internet, social media. And so this week, if you're going to find yourself circling down in a vortex of social media posts about this and this and that, I'm giving you my warnings. Stay away. Conspiracy theories this week are going to spin you into a vortex of anxiety and to all kind of things, and you're going to comment, and then 10 people are going to comment on you, and you're going to find yourself in a battlefield of opinions and judgments. Stay away. Stay away. Come into your own kingdom. Come into your own life. Focus on your local environment. Focus on your family, on your beloveds, on your close friends. Focus on that. Now, on top of grounding, on top of drinking lots of water, yoga, flexibility. Yoga also is good to open all the energy channels in the body, so that also if there is a bit of a jam of a current in your body through the meridian system, this is when the yoga comes and opens it. Do a stretch, a few breaths into it. You don't have to go to a yoga studio for an hour class to do the yoga. No, you can do yoga 5 minutes in your kitchen. When I make my coffee in the morning, I do it in a way that I stretched all my legs. I just stand in a way that I stretch my legs while I make my coffee. Okay? So, and of course, go and support yoga studios. Yeah? If you love your local yoga studios, this is the time that we really, really, really need to come together as community and really support one another. And so I really urge you all, focus on your local community. Forget about all this Amazon crap. Do you know how much money they made? They made $13 billion in 2020. Or more, $130 billion in 2020. You know, go buy from the local bookshop. Go buy from the local grocery. Go buy from the local, hairdresser. Go and support your local neighbors. They are our community, okay? Go and support your favorite yoga studios. Everyone's struggling. People. We've all been in lockdowns, So it's kind of like if you really appreciate a certain service, a massage therapist, a kinesiologist, a healer, a yogi, a meditator, a kung fu, boxing, shiatsu, whatever it is. We have so many beautiful therapists, especially in Melbourne and all around Australia. Pick up a phone. It will be good for you to do some maintenance this week for your energy system. If it's acupuncture, if it's yoga, if it's shiatsu, if it's massage, if it's myotherapy, craniosacral, sound healing, you name it. Whatever can work and help you to wind down, to relax, to tone your nervous system. This is a good week to have the tissue salt, the nerve tonic, if you need it. There is also valerian for those of you who have anxiety. It's a herbal medicine for anxiety. It's called valerian. You can get it in health shops. This is kind of really the week to take care of your nervous system. Also, stay away from overstimulation. Okay, and that's about that. Just be aware. It's gonna be uncomfortable. On the positive side, what we can do with it is that basically we can use this energy in order to get more determination with serious thinking. Saturn, Mercury, Sun, serious thinking about planning, and now with Mars and Venus in Virgo, are we back into today? No? Let me put it back into today, right now. Reminding you that now Mars and Venus are in Virgo. And so Virgo is all about pay attention to details, analytical thinking. Let's perfect the plan. Let's detox our life. This is a lot of action for detox. This is the personal planets. Venus, the feminine, Mars, the masculine, both of them in Virgo. So our personal life, our feminine, masculine, relationships, okay? Juno is with the South Node still. Relationships are going through a massive process, okay? So this is a process of relationship, and I can tell you from my personal life, there are people in our personal life that we are literally cutting out of my life in the last week for good, out, okay? So this is definitely the time to say sorry, all the best, see you later, out of my life. Don't talk to me, don't call me, don't contact me, not interested, all the best. Literally, I've said it to a few people this week, the last 2 weeks. People that anyway were not a part of my life in too much of a meaning, but there were a bit of annoyance in the background. Talking. Enough. Get out. So this is Mars and Venus. The Sun and Mercury in Leo is like, I'm not going to take this shit anymore. I don't like you. I literally said that to an uncle. I said to him, I don't like you. Simple as that. I don't like who you are. Bye. Don't want to talk to you. Don't contact me. Simple as that. Sun and Mercury in Leo. Speak up for yourself. Mars and Venus in Virgo. Let's declutter and detox. We don't need too many people in our life. Aquarius, Uranus. Other people. Which other people you need to detox out of your life? But just make sure you don't do it in an abrupt, ugly way, because there's high potential for that. Just simply in a mature, responsible way, revolutionary, innovative. The light side of Uranus Aquarius is genius, maverick, enlightenment, realization. Suddenly you get a breakthrough, breaking free from a habit, breaking free from addiction, breaking free from a pattern of behavior, a pattern of thought, because you have decided that you're going to take this week as a true Leo rather than a true victim. I need to drink, just a second. You'll go one way, and you'll be a victim of other people, and you find yourself in ugly, eruptive arguments, disputes, disgusting. It could be also Mercury road raging. Mercury rules transport. Could be things happening with the car. Be careful of... I'm saying that with blessing of divine protection of safety for all our community and for everyone involved, but be careful on the roads this week. This is energy of accidents, especially as we come towards Friday, when the Sun is squaring Uranus, Thursday into Friday. Be very careful on the road, pay attention. You may be a great driver, but it's other people. They're doing sudden, unexpected thing. Today I drove the road and literally there was like one father, second uncle, and a girl literally coming out of a driveway into the road like vroom, vroom, vroom. And I literally stopped 10 meters before because I could see it coming. And I stopped. And after I stopped, the girl coming with the bicycle, she nearly tumbled over when she realized that I was just there standing, and I could basically hit her. So be aware of other people. It's not you, okay? Be careful with transport. Be careful with electronics. Be careful with electricity. Any electricians in the house? If you have electricians, friend, relative, give some high warnings to be more vigilant, to take it easy, to make sure that they're really being responsible in their work when they work with electricity, especially as we come towards the weekend, okay? Kind of from Tuesday onwards, kind of a thing, I'll say. It could be like, if your car breaks down, don't try and fix it, because you're going to cause troubles, okay? Don't do that. That's the thing. If your computer suddenly crashes, don't think you're a genius of computers when you never really dealt with it. Call a computer technician, okay? Now, that's kind of the Sun-Mercury conjunction tonight. Mercury with Saturn, and also the Sun with Saturn, I said. Today and tomorrow avoid big investments and avoid signing contracts. So I will say that today and tomorrow may not be the best time to buy a coin on crypto. It may not be the best time to kind of lock a stake in of something for something. Just not today, tomorrow. Put it like that. Kind of wait for Tuesday, Wednesday before you decide, right? For example, you want to buy Bitcoin, but Bitcoin just pump. It's like you may buy, and then you buy right at the top when it pumps, and then it has correction. You could have waited a bit longer and buy a bit lower. That's kind of an aspect. You may buy a certain coin because a friend told you, today I had another one of these, every day I have this. And it's like, oh man, I've heard this coin, look into it. It's a new coin, it's a new tokenomic, and you can do 5 transactions in the same cost, and da-da-da-da. And it's like, after 4 years in crypto, I can tell you that every few weeks there is a new coin, there's going to be the next new thing, there's going to be the new thing, there's going to be the new thing, okay? Some of them do well for a while, most of them do not. Most of them are just going to go like pop and drop, and then you sit holding them for 2 or 3 years until they have a bit of a signal of life. And so be careful, remember, to do your homework and due diligence before you buy anything. On Tuesday, as I showed you, let's move forward. So yeah, here is where I am now, the sun. This is now, so as you can see, Sirius has moved to Gemini. The moon is right now in Taurus, is past Uranus. So today, I didn't like the feeling of yesterday and today. The moon was coming on top of Uranus. That could bring a bit of kind of electricity into emotional body, a bit of uncomfortable feelings, a bit kind of maybe you're playing with your traumas, maybe they're coming up for you. And this is happening as Venus is starting to trine it, okay? So now the moon has come to Uranus over today, and to process something in the emotional body, and then as we move forward, I'm going to move 14, move a few hours back. Oops, too much. Tuesday, 4:41 p.m. Venus, 14 degrees and 40 minutes of Virgo, is gonna trine Uranus, 14 degrees, 40 minutes of Taurus. And so this is now bringing some quirkiness, some excitement. This could bring like good fortune and misfortune. This could bring windfalls. I won't be surprised if like from Monday into Tuesday we might have like a nice boom blast in the crypto market. And some happy activities going on, some rockets firing up on Tuesday. Tuesday is a big kind of rockets day. Remember, it's not just the time, it's leading up to it. So it's potentially we're gonna, from tomorrow, new weekly candle. Today we started a new monthly candle in crypto. So August is going to be a very beautiful green candle, and this week I believe is going to be a very beautiful green candle, very big green candle. Okay. So if you put your money in the right places, here is your sudden unexpected windfall, good fortune. And if you put your money in the wrong places, here is your sudden unexpected misfortune. Venus also rules relationships and sexuality, so this is the time to get a bit of a kinkiness into your bedroom and experiment something new in order to spice it up rather than wandering your eyes around on something new and fresh and exciting, because this can bring an attraction to new and shiny things. So, those of you kind of bored in your relationship may find yourself kind of looking around more than before. You may be getting attraction and attention of other people from around you, different to you. Uranus brings the potential for different quirky people that you're not usually attracted to, the sign you're attracted to, maybe from other cultures, maybe from kind of other areas of life. So let's say maybe you're a yogi, but suddenly you find yourself kind of having a crush on a truck driver. My goodness. Maybe you're a strip dancer, an exotic dancer, but suddenly you find yourself attracted to the priest, the local priest. Suddenly I'm having fun with this. Let's find more examples. Maybe you're a police officer and you just arrested a protester, but she's the most gorgeous goddess, and you're taking her into the police station, and on the way you're literally flirting with her because you find her so attractive, and you told her that if you wouldn't wear the police uniform you would have loved to take her for dinner. Maybe you are that rebellious goddess that is going to protest this week, and suddenly you're going to get arrested by this hot policeman, and you're going to go like, hey, you know what, you're super hot, can I date you? I hope you enjoy it, Luke, because I'm continuing. Catherine is restarting yoga this week. Excellent. And Natalia, yoga and meditation is your medication. Fantastic. Take on the Om. Excellent. Kali Rasta, welcome. And Catherine, hysterical. Awesome. Let's find more example. Oh, let's see. Maybe. Okay. Maybe you're young, 20 years old, but you have some father issues. Maybe your father divorced your mother when you were a very young girl, and all your life you didn't have a good connection with your father. And suddenly you're walking in your coffee place and you are serving coffee to this beautiful man in his 50s, and you find him very attractive. And you don't know why you're attracted to a 50 years old man. He's 30 years older than you. But for some reason he has this kind of thing about him that you're really attracted to. And this is kind of this energy. And maybe you are that 50 years old woman or 50 years old man that suddenly is attracted to a very young person that you are not really ready to be attracted to. That's kind of the energy. So if you are single, this could mean that during this week you might come across some sudden unexpected meetups. You may, all the single ladies or the single men, as you go around, you may be attracted to someone that is usually not your usual type, and you might want to try and explore that. Or you might receive attraction of other people that will come to you and say, wow, man, and you go like, wow, I never really had someone like you approach me before. In any way, it's basically under the influence of Uranus and this Aquarius energy, you may have a very exciting new relationship that is going to be kind of kinky and quirky and experimental and bring excitement and the satisfaction of having love in your life. That's Venus. And sex might be really awesome and exciting and new and kinky. You might experiment new things you never tried before. But because of the Uranus Aquarius, it also means that it most likely will be short-lived. So don't build castles on top of floating water, if you know what I mean. Just enjoy it for what it is. A nice kind of experimentation, a nice fresh breeze in your sails. Go and try something new. Go. Why not? Give yourself that chance to be experimentative and kind of innovative and have fun. But be aware, okay? This could also mean that the potential for sexual affairs is very high. Because this means that people may be kind of wandering eyes, people may be bored, because we're all in trauma. Maybe people looking for serotonin, dopamine hit by having a bit of a sexual activity, but maybe the relationship is going under tension and misconnection. So then suddenly the ego of Leo is kind of going like, you know what, I deserve some fun in my life. Hi, how you doing? No, how you doing? So be careful, all the committed people or people in relationships. This week you might find yourself kind of like wandering around or thinking around or this, but it's temporary, it's a phase, it will pass. Don't harm yourself. Don't do the abrupt, unexpected, shocking things that will wreck your life. Don't damage your relationships. Okay? Jody, I'm a 44 years old woman who has a 24 years old flirting with me. Go, girl. Go, girl. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Let it boost your ego. Let it make you feel good. Because maybe, maybe, Jody, you're recovering from a relationship that made you feel not like a good woman or sexy woman or attractive woman or beautiful woman or desirable woman. And so the universe sends you this agent in the form of a 25 years old to flirt with you, to give you that kind of, you know what? You may be 44, baby, but you still got it. You're still attractive. You're still desired. You're still wanted. People still notice you. So don't think that you're some kind of a 44 years old woman that has no chance anymore. No. Own it, baby. Own the 44. Put the dress of the 44. Have the look of the 44, and even make her look even younger if you want to, but know that 44 is also sexy and 44 is also beautiful, and so soak it in and take it on. But don't count on it for be your long-lasting, ever happy relationship. Put it like that. What about Aquaman? Carrie? May Aquaman come your way, baby. But you need to go to St. Kilda Beach if you want to see him. Manifest your Aquaman. Oy, oy, oy. So that's the Venus. That's the Venus Uranus. The other thing about Venus Uranus, it's good for socializing. It can increase the popularity, the freedom, because we all want to look. We're coming out of lockdown, and suddenly there's Venus trine Uranus, and it's like, hey, let's go out for dinner. Let's go out for a party. Let's just have a house gathering. Let's get together, friends. We haven't seen each other for so long because this lockdown made us become like old farts, you know? Let's put some music. Let's cook some food. Let's get together. Let's have fun. Let's do something different. Something different, you know? And it's kind of like suddenly, hey, guess what, guys? We're having a barbecue at our place at 7 o'clock tonight. If you want to come, just come. Simple as that. And you think maybe 2 people will come. Suddenly there's 20 people coming, you're having a great barbecue, a great night, everyone have your blast. That's kind of energy. For the artist, for the creative people, Venus rules art and creativity. So this means like create something new, something fresh, something you never dared before. Walk with colors you never walked before. Write a poem in a different way. Do your journal in a different way. Like experiment with yourself. This also heightens the potential for gambling, so be careful with gambling, those gamblers among you, and that's it. Then comes together with the Venus and Uranus comes the Mercury square Uranus. So Venus and Uranus kind of like brings that kind of like, oh, I want something fun, exciting, happy, kinky, quirky. But then Mercury square Uranus brings this kind of like nervous, anxious, may have disputes, may have misunderstandings. You may say something and someone may not have the whole picture, and suddenly they react to what you say, and you didn't really mean what they think you meant, but suddenly they react and you react to them, and suddenly you have disputes and arguments and stuff. So pay extra time and attention to what you speak, to what you say. Take a breath and count to 3 before you respond. If you're writing emails, if you're communicating, if you have important meetings or decisions to make, pay attention to the details. Virgo, Mars and Venus in Virgo, pay attention to the details, okay? Be anal, perfect the plan. This is the month, August, to take action for yourself and perfect your plan. So, if you have your crypto, this is the month to get your private keys, to get your coins into your wallets. The exchanges kerfuffles are coming. All the regulations and all these things going in the background, it's all brewing and simmering, and before you know it, will come a day where suddenly there will be some shit bombs dropping on the crypto markets and exchanges and everything, and you don't want to be on a side that cope it. Bring your coins home into your wallets, people. This is becoming red hot zone now, okay? Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy. Bring your coins into your own hardware wallet. You have to have a hardware wallet, okay? If you need, all the links are on healingdelight.com. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. You find the wallet section there. Get yourself a ledger, get yourself a Trezor, get yourself a hardware wallet. Put all your coins on your wallet. Now, Mars and Venus in Virgo. Venus rules investments, finance. Okay, Mars taking action in Virgo. Pay attention to details, perfect the plan. How did you back up your hardware wallet? Did you hide it well? What is your safety security system looks like? Did you do 2 backups or 1 backup? Is all your coins sitting on one? Or do you need another wallet to split them into 2 wallets? Where are you going to hide the private key, the 24 words? How are you going to secure it? How are you going to store it? Did you back up all your passwords? Did you back up all your data that you need to back up? Pay attention to the details. Do your taxing if you do your taxes. Pay attention. Bring all the data together. When did you buy? When did you sell? What rate? What rate? What was the fee? What was the commission? Bring it all into perfection, okay? Mercury with Uranus. And so pay attention to communication, because misunderstanding can bring arguments, okay? You could easily be offended this week by other people, and you could easily offend other people. So be aware of that. If other people offend you, don't go like victim. Say like, bounces off my aura, baby. Your shit bounces off my aura. Oh. On a positive note, it can increase our ability to view things from a different point of view, to open our mind, to experiment. So here comes Venus trines Uranus with Mercury square Uranus. So the restrictions we had in communication, in the way we related to each other, in sexuality, in intimacy, in relationship, let's try new ways. Let's be open-minded. Let's be flexible. Let's not be, this is my way, this is how it should be, and you do this and I do this and you say that and I say that, and let's argue because we want to make love. So let's argue about why we're not making love. Don't do that. Just make love, okay? But I don't want to make love on bed. Okay, let's make love on the sofa. Let's make love in the garage, on the washing machine, in the car. Try something new. In a safe, of course, safety, security, Venus, Make sure you're safe and then explore. So, anxiety and stress, If you have an important meeting coming up on Tuesday, and Tuesday, Wednesday, if you're feeling anxious, try to postpone the meeting. It will help you, okay? That's about that. And then comes Friday. And on Friday comes the Sun square Uranus. And for that, we definitely need an open mind and flexibility because we need to deal with uncertainty. From now into February 2022, we're going to go through a lot. Physical reality is going to be shattered in our face, and a lot of things are going to change rapidly in a very extreme way. Okay? And at times, every day will seem like a month. There will be so many events happening all at once. Interstellar radiation from the space, Schumann resonance reacting from the Earth, natural disasters, earthquakes, floods, volcanoes, fires, on top of the poo and the juice. And the juice by itself is going to have the unexpected, sudden, shocking results that's now going to bounce back. And the social unrest and protests and revolutions around the world against the suppression of authorities is gonna brew and brew and brew, and aliens and spaceships and everything is coming in at once. It's all coming at once and it can be overwhelming. We are fried. We are all being bombarded by so much. So we need to come back into our heart. Breath, sacredness, music that can bring us into heart space, a breath, just to close our eyes, just to The medicine of this month is Leo. Heart medicine, heart medicine. What is your heart medicine? What brings you into your heart? Is it laying down on the grass? Is it going for a walk in the park? Is it swimming in the pool? Is it doing your yoga? Is it meditation? Is it sound healing, acupuncture, massage, beauty therapy, hairdresser, nails? Venus with Uranus, it's a good time to go and buy something new to beautify yourself, a new dress. And because it's Mercury, it's online. You might find surprising bargains online. And suddenly you're going to buy yourself a new fashion or a new clothes or a new thing that's going to pamp up your beauty and your look. Right? But with the sun squaring Uranus on Friday is definitely a build-up tension that can create unpredictable behavior. And so I said it a few weeks ago when we had it as well. This is also coming Thursday, Friday. Great time. Go to gym. Go to gym to express the tension, to express the frustration, to express the anger. And in that way you are channeling that yucky energy in an innovative way that actually makes you feel better. It improves your health, it improves your well-being, you lose weight, you put on muscles, you express the fire, and you feel great about yourself. Really great. And then you go into your car after 2 hours in gym feeling great about yourself, and you stand in a traffic light, and then someone from behind you goes, "Bah!" And you go like, what? And you feel like going and doing whatever, and you're gonna go, and you're gonna win. If you're gonna do this in that moment, you're gonna win. So we might feel overwhelmed coming back to life out of lockdown, and there's a lot of pressure, a lot of demand. We might feel the overwhelm, the anxiety, lack of ability to concentrate, to achieve. We need to pay extra time and attention to the details. And it's kind of, we have increased need of excitement and amusement because of this Uranus effect. So it can create like easy for us to be distracted, less responsible. Like I can't care anymore. I'm just going for I feel like jumping off a cliff into the ocean. I haven't done that for a while, even though you have tax report to do, whatever, things like that. What else there? You may lay down people, other people may lay you down. And just pay attention that you're processing information you're receiving correctly and that you're delivering information correctly, so there's no misinterpretation there. On the positive note, it increases your ability, as said, to open your mind to view in a different way, and it can bring enlightenment, kind of aha, solutions, innovations, kind of new ideas, new kind of breakthroughs. You can deal with your anxiety by just being patient, as I said. And what else I wanted to say about the Sun and Uranus? So Friday mainly, be careful with computers, technology, cars, machinery. Be extra careful with that and responsible. Do not try to fix it if it's not broken. And if it's broken, give it to a professional if you are not understanding what you're doing. And that's about that. Just, it could be dynamic with superiors. Now, the best medicine of this is to work out what is causing you the restless feeling of the impending chaos. We can all sense there is impending chaos coming on the planet. If you haven't realized that yet, it's time to realize it. Some serious shit is coming our way. The financial system is about to crash, and Mother Earth is going through massive changes. We're going to have a lot of more natural phenomena. There's heaps of stuff happening, okay? But we can't freak out. We can't lose it. We can't. We just have to trust the divine process, and we have to take care of our personal environment, okay? So just try to be open-minded and try to understand, why are you feeling restless? Well, I'm feeling restless because the world is going down. Okay, but can you do anything about it? No, that's why I'm restless. Okay, but what can you do about being restless? Rest? Oh, that's interesting. If you rest, you might feel less restless, because you feel restless when you're not rest. So what about having half an hour of a power nap, of rest, if you're feeling restless? What about just laying down, closing your eyes, putting some meditation in your ears? If you're feeling restless, go for a walk, exercise, breathing, yoga, meditation. We've said it all, okay? This might kind of bring you also to a need to change appearance. The Sun, with Uranus. Change appearance, change the way you look, and also change a path as well. Might be changing a path. Good time to look into bad habits, addictions, admitting them and coming to understanding with them, so you can have a breakthrough. And basically this is the Friday, and then we're going into the dark moon phase that leads us to the new moon. Now, I don't know how we're going to do next weekend, because the live stream is usually on Sunday, but Sunday is going to be the new moon in Leo with the Lion's Gate, so we're having sound healing meditation on Sunday at 11 o'clock in the afternoon and at 7 p.m. They're already half full, so if you want to join us, it's going to be very powerful. Please join us. And now I'm going to take you into the new moon. Here comes the new moon on Sunday, 16 degrees, 14 minutes. There we go. On Sunday, 11:49 p.m. Okay, so this is a late night Sunday. Okay, late night Sunday, new moon in Leo on Lion's Gate. Mercury is not far away on the 23rd degree, so 7 degrees away. And Mars is 6 degree Virgo, Venus is 20 degree Virgo, Juno is still with the South Node in opposition to, look at that, Sirius is conjunct Black Moon Lilith. So this brings some chaos, some disruption to harvest, to supply. I told you this long time ago, most of our community is well prepared already. You need to have a stock of food in your house, okay? We are now entering the territory when the blackout is near. We will have a time where internet will go down, electricity will go down. For how long, I don't know, but it will be for a while, maybe a week, maybe a few weeks, I don't know. But you need to be ready mentally, emotionally, and physically for this potential that very soon we're going to have disturbances in communication, internet, mobiles, in computers, electronic banking, credit cards, all payments gateways, exchanges, cryptos. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. If your crypto is on exchange and suddenly there's a blackout, there's no way for you to withdraw your crypto from exchange. If your money is in the bank and you don't have any cash at home and suddenly there is like a blackout, there is no way for you to withdraw money out of the bank. And so if you don't have cash at home for emergency, you should have cash at home for emergency a long time ago, but now this week will be a good time to act on that. If you don't have a generator and a petrol container and you really need to have a backup electricity, now is a good time to invest some money in a generator. A cheaper generator could cost you $1,000 and just have a backup plan. It's a good time to get a power bank for your mobile phone so you could charge it from that. It's a good time to get a Faraday bag to protect your hardware wallet and your mobile phone from EMF, electromagnetic field radiation. Because the blackout of communication doesn't necessarily have to happen by the powers may be. It could happen from a solar activity from the sun. We might have like a massive solar flare that will just kind of blast our electricity and our satellite system for a while. So you need to be ready for it in this time. And if there is a blackout and you can't access the money in the bank and you don't have access to credit cards and you need to stock of food because you don't have stock of food at home, then it means that now you need to go to the supermarket with all the crazy people. And you know what that means, to be in this energy? If it happens in this energy, sudden unexpected chaos and everyone's like charging the supermarket like it happened in like March 2020, you don't want to be in the supermarket in that time. It's going to become a crazy town. And so you want to have in your house long shelf food storage, supply, harvest your seeds to grow vegetables and fruits, pasta, rice, lentils, dal, flour, yeast, coffee beans, cacao, honey, chocolate, Vegemite, oil, cans of food, cans of tomato, I know, I'd also like to eat fresh food. Most of my life, mostly I eat fresh food. But in case of emergency, if I can't access tomato from the supermarket, I will open a can of tomatoes. So cans of tomatoes, cans of beetroot, cans of corn, can of carrot, whatever, pickles. What else will be good to have? Superfoods. Think superfoods how it's called. There's I forgot the names. You know it all. All of you know better than me some of these things. On top of that, have some water supply. Go to Coles, get yourself a few containers of water, just so you have some backup water at home, because we will have disruptions. Okay. And this conjunction of Ceres and Black Moon Lilith on the second degree of Gemini, this kind of brings, by the way, Mercury also rules stock markets and currencies. Uranus also kind of relates to currencies, is in Taurus, so it's finance, economy, stock market, real estate, investments. This is definitely a hint for some turbulation happening with supply. I've been told by my mother-in-law actually came yesterday and said, what would Mali like for his birthday that is in November? Because I've heard in the news that the supply of toys is going to become really short very soon because there is no new stock coming into Australia. And so this is like an 80-year-old woman hearing on the news that supply of toys is about to go dry because of supply chain stuck from China to Australia. You see what I mean? It's coming to physical reality. And so if you need to buy a new computer, better sooner than later. If you need a new mobile, sooner than later. A new essential devices for your life, a new heater, a new generator, a new toy, a new computer, a PlayStation, a new yoga pants, a new yoga mat, whatever it is, stock of food, stock of water, no panicking, no freaking out, stable, steady, have a plan, perfect the plan, Mars and Venus in Virgo, do your list, what is important to you, what do you need in your pantry, what do you need to have backup, maybe you need candles, maybe you need lighters or matches, maybe you need a flashlight with batteries, maybe you need a radio on battery so you could hear some updates in case something happened, there's no internet or anything. Maybe you need a compass. Maybe you need a first aid kit, medication for fever, for temperature, for headache, band-aids, basic things that in these days so easy to get, but in time of crisis can be hard. So yeah, Claire is right, in cargo ships are stuck at sea, the borders are closed, 100,000 ships stranded, no one will let them in. That's what happens, supply chain is smashed. And so whatever it is that you need to get, time is of essence, okay? Time is of the essence. So get going. Don't be lazy. Get going, okay? Not with panic, not with fear, but get going. The new moon. The new moon, sun and moon, 16 degrees of Leo are squaring Uranus, 14 degrees of Taurus. So this new moon is setting the tone for the coming 4-week cycle, which we know now there's going to be sudden, eruptive, unexpected, shocking events in physical reality, Taurus, in finance and economy, in supply, in food, in stock markets, in real estate, in cryptocurrency, in gold and silver, in physical health. At the same time, Mercury on the 23 degrees, trining Chiron. Is aligning with Neptune in Pisces. Venus is also coming into alignment with Neptune, 20 degrees. Venus will come to the 22 degrees in Virgo, and she will be opposition to Neptune. Okay? So this is like, what is the illusion? What is the deception? Where is the addictions? Where is the escapism? Where are we feeling lost? And Venus doing the detox walk in Virgo, pay attention to details, where the love can be found, what is real, what is tangible, what is factual, what is actually here in my physical presence that makes sense, and what is an illusion I need to let go of with Neptune. At the same time that Mercury aligns with Neptune, so it's like a lot of realizations gonna happen. Remember I told you Mercury is flying through these star signs, and at the same time Mercury is also aligning with Pluto, so it gets to do with our traumas, it gets to do with our old pain, subconscious, unconscious. In Capricorn, the forms of restrictions, figures of restrictions. We are all going through some process in our personal life when we are putting some people away, cutting people out of our life that's been of nature of suppression, restriction, authority, that has been abusing us or mistreated us. This is the month where we're all gonna kind of come into our value and say, sorry, with all due respect, I don't like you. Bye. Don't be afraid saying I don't like you to someone you don't like, because that's the only way they're gonna know that you don't like them, and they're not gonna try to be liked by you anymore, because that's annoying, okay? And Natalia, grow your own veggies if you can, even in pots. Exactly. And don't think it's complicated, You can grow sprouts. You can go to Bunnings and buy a sprouting kit, and just even living on sprouts could be beneficial, because sprouts has a lot of energy in them, So you buy like chickpeas, and you buy lentils, and you buy all kind of ligaments, and you put them in a sprouting device thing, and you grow sprouts, and it's superpower energy. Also, if you are not vegan, not vegetarian, forgive me vegans, vegetarians, but there's other people as well in this community. If you are not vegan or vegetarian, this is the time to stock your fridge with extra chicken, extra fish, extra steaks, sausages for your kids, whatever they eat, whatever you need. If you have unwell people in your family, high blood pressure, diabetes, asthma, allergies, this is also the time to kind of stock up on those things that are important, like extra asthma puffer, extra allergy cream, extra diabetes medicine, extra this, extra that, for the just in case, Think about that. Also, if you have pets, dogs, cats, birds, fish, whatever, iguanas, turtles, whatever you're growing and raising, if you love them, make sure you back up your supply for them as well, okay? That's another important thing to remember. So that's the new moon with Uranus. We are heading towards a very bombastic month with this tone of unexpected, shocking, kind of abrupt. As for the collective, this means we're going to see a lot of uprising of social unrest. We're going to see a lot of Leos, egos marching the streets and protesting, expressing their voices. We're going to see a lot of social media influencers speaking ever louder, ever bolder, with courage and strength. They're spreading messages of all kinds. On the other hand, there will be also very negative voices talking boldly and loudly with courage about how they're going to take us down and make us all kind of prisoners of some kind of blah, 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 blah. I want to remind you again and again and again, they have no chance, family. They have no chance. Trust the divine plan, okay? They have no chance. Don't fall down that trap of like, how am I going to prevent myself from the need to do the juice or to have that passport or to stop entertaining that. Just stop entertaining that, you know? The entire network can drop down next week by a solar flare and you can forget about the whole thing. Relax. There's so much bigger shit happening that you have no idea, right? Relax. Stop predicting into the future because we create the future. That's the bottom line. Uranus rules frequency. Aquarius is frequency, okay? It's kind of like we are creating the future with our frequency. So you need to make sure through August that you are doing Leo. Come to the frequency of heart. Come to love. Don't hate your neighbors because they believe in the juice and they put face mask in their house. Send them love and compassion because they are fully scared and afraid and hypnotized. Okay? Don't hate your neighbors. Don't hate, just bring love, bring love, bring love, bring love. Spread love and spread love and spread love and spread love. Don't beg for spreading love, Don't go over spreading love. No. Spread love where it can go, right? Don't spread love where it can't grow anyway. Now, we need to the tone of this month is about how we're going to react to unexpected changes in a new progressive way with flexibility and open-mindedness. That will be the challenge of this month. How can we be flexible and open-minded to tackle the unexpected sudden changes that are going to come if we like it or not? That is what it's about in a nutshell, okay? And because it's Uranus, the troubles could come from the opposite people, from the other people. There's good fortune, there's misfortune. So pay attention that you're not just buying shit coins, buy the real good coins. The time is flying. There's so much I have to share with you. I have to finish the live stream and I haven't spoken about crypto as I promised. So I will actually try this week to do a short episode about crypto, okay? Where I'm going to explain a few things. I may even use this Leo energy with Uranus for myself to be creative and to actually pre-record something special. I don't want to overpromise, but I'm going to do my best to do that. And if not, we're always on the chat room posting things. Be aware of your egos. Don't let your ego take over. This very powerful energy, bombastic for the egos. But it's definitely the time to make changes. Be creative and inventive. And the last thing I wanted to say about it, that's it. So quick 2 hours pass. But I want to tell you, I love you all so much and I enjoy every time I sit here with you. It's one of the highlights of my week. And some of you are dropping into sound healing meditation and telling me this is the highlights of your week, like Adrienne and Chloe. And it's just so mutual. It fills me so much. It gives me so much just to be here with you, to feel your presence, to share with you everything I can share with you, and to connect. So don't let the world close your heart once again. Don't let the world dim your love vibration. Pay attention to your frequency. Drink lots of water. Do your yoga. Bare feet on the earth. Ground yourself. Exercise. Gym. Get that energy going. Just get going. Don't sit there because you're going to get zapped and electrified and you're going to boom. So do it in a responsible way. Bring some excitement into your relationship. Bring some new ways of connecting, new ways of being. Go and do something fun. Go do something different. Do something fun. Sound healing meditations on Thursday night, 7 p.m., which will be with the Sun square Uranus, if you want to join us. Then on the Sunday, new moon in Leo on the Lion's Gate, 8th of August. We have a group at 11 o'clock in the afternoon and a group at 7 o'clock in the evening. Join us if you want to. All the bookings is through the booking system. You can access it through healingthelight.com. There is a link there for booking for healing session meditations. And you can also join us on patreon.com over there on that side. patreon.com/healingthelight. This is the home ground of our awesome, beautiful community, which I love so much. Thank you all so much, the Patreon community, for your support, ongoing love and support. I appreciate love each and every one of you. And if you want to join our community and support us, please do so. The New Moon Sound Healing will be posted to the community on Sunday during the day, sometimes between the groups. On top of that, if you need some crypto coaching, if you need crypto guidance, how to do, what to do, feel free to book a crypto coaching session with me. It will be more than my pleasure. If you need healing sessions, feel free to contact us for that as well. Whatever I can do to help you, I will do. Thank you to the chat room for being awesome tonight, for sharing all your love and your names. Dana and Catherine, Tanya, Dor. I love you, brother Dor. Thank you so much for your comment. You're going to get it online, Dor. You're going to get it through Patreon, even though you're in Israel. Dawn, sending you love in England, beautiful girl. And Roll King, thank you. Very shortly about crypto, we are now rocketing. We are now green. We're going to have some corrections on the way, but we're going to go up and up and up and up and up. It's a very, very blastic rocket ships going from now onwards. Be responsible, invest responsibly, don't gamble. Bitcoin is the king, remember that. Make sure you've got 50% at least in Bitcoin. If you want to play with other coins, play. But make sure you've got at least 50% in Bitcoin. Otherwise, you're missing the whole thing. And just, just plan your trade and trade your plan. Now, when things, before they blast and take you on emotional roller coaster, kind of have projections from now. You bought that coin in $1. When will you sell it? When will you be satisfied? Right? So pick up your satisfaction price. Kind of have a plan. Around that price, I'll start going out. There's much more on crypto. I will try to do something about crypto this week, okay? I love you so much. Thank you so much for everything. Be good, be hard. It's going to be a crazy week, okay? It's going to be a crazy week. So be aware of other people. Come into your kingdom. Know that you are a lion. Know that you're a lioness. And the true lion doesn't need to roar in order for people to know he's the lion. His presence, let everyone know he's the lion. And so, in your frequency, be a lion. In your frequency, be heart, be love. And be easy on yourself. It's a very troubled, big time, okay? Thank you, Tara Sparkle. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, Simone. And yeah, love you. And let's finish in the same way we opened this, huh? Why not? Let's bring a bit of our beautiful brother Mari Kyle back to finish and take us home, all right? Mari Kyle, Fire Carrier, from the album Talisman. If you want to support him, here it is.
Aiming the bow of this journey, arrow of truth, find a way.
Love you, family. Be good. Be lions. Beam the love. Open the heart. Yeah. We can always light a candle. Love you. Peace, happiness, joy. All our blessings. Each one that come here to greet you. You're a fire carrier. Truth is the light that you bear. Fire carrier. Truth is the light that you bear. Love you, family. Have a great week. So fire carrier, burn once again. Come and bring your flame. Fire dancer, turn once again. Turn once again and again and again. Light bearer, burn once again. A fire now reclaim. Torch carrier, burn once again. Light up the night, we are burning.